only qualifies right of premium is for the clients whose net worth is 7 million or plus.
Okay.
And they are looking to pass on their estate to the next generation, or they are in the process of building an estate. So they have a 7 million net worth, and they know by the time they are planning to retire, their net worth will be about 40 million or 50 million or whatever. So only for those who are very serious, who want to make insurance as an important chapter in their financial planning of their lives. So those who are very serious, and those who are closing the mortgages, please, I understand you're buying a mortgage insurance from the bank.
Yeah.
Take a minute or two out, write to us asking for the comparison before you sign those documents. That comparison is available to anybody who wants, without any cost or obligation. Just make an educated decision. That's what my job is. Like, I started my career as a teacher, as an educator, and I lived into that career for almost 14, 15 years. And I really want to educate you about insurance. So please,
Well, that's so nice of
if
you,
you have
because
any
you
questions.
always talk a very valid point, and I must say that we are the one who miss out on these important information, and this should be very well known fact by now, that all these problems, they don't call you, hey, I'm coming, are you ready for me? They just
Oh
come.
no, trust me. They come unannounced as the most inappropriate time.
And when you are already hit, then we basically say ਕਿ ਯਾਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਿਪਤਾ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉੱਥੇ ਚਾਰ ਵਿਪਤਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਪੈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਵਿਪਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੀ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ। ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਬੜੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਹੈ, ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਕਮਲੇ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਹੈ। They basically see some benefit.
I was just counting because I was writing a letter for reference. We have served, since this super visa was introduced in 2019, in these short 4.5, 5 years, we have served more than 3,000 clients.
Yeah.
That many clients in only my brokerage. I'm not talking about my MGA. I'm not talking about other brokerages. Only my brokerage, Beyond Care Insurance, we have served more than 3,000 clients in last 5 years.
Wow.
So that is approximately 600 clients a year. Yeah, that is on an average on an average 50 clients per month.
So give me 1 second, let me call CRA. Hey CRA, 416-879-3039. Please check the tax return.
Yeah, they have checked it and they have given me a huge bill. So that's awesome. But that's what I'm talking about, Paul G. When we talk about this, like, when the unfortunate happens, right? I don't call unfortunate. I always say life happens, right?
Yeah.
So when the life happens, the invoice for your mortgage will not stop. The invoice for your auto insurance will not stop. Your home insurance will not stop. Your other expenses will not stop.
Yeah.
We, the insurance company, the insurance agents, we are the only one who bring you a check.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody else is bringing you an invoice, and they don't stop bringing you the invoice. So we are your real friends. We are your friends in need. They always say, friend in need is a friend indeed. So we are your friends in need. When you need the money most, We
You are
come in
there.
with a check.
Fabulous.
We bring you the
This
check.
is very nice. This is a very great statement. And don't
So
forget,
we
realtors
are
are
your
also good
friends.
friends in need.
Oh, trust me. If you are
ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ
blessed
ਕਿਤੇ
with a
ਮੇਰਾ
good
ਪੱਤਾ ਨਾ
realtor,
ਸਾਫ਼ ਕਰ ਦੇ, ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਲਵਾਂ.
no. So no. It's in today's day, and this day, like in this day and age, if you are blessed with a good accountant, a good realtor, a good insurance broker, a good mortgage advisor, a great banker, you are amazing. You are blessed,
Yeah.
right?
Well, thank you very much
So
for saying that. This means a lot. So what else you want to share with our people about insurance? This
that's like
story was
the
great.
pretty
Like
much I
I'm
have.
really impressed with the story that you helped someone
This
like
is
who didn't have to pay anything to be
yeah.
admitted to
They
the
were like,
hospital.
sir,
That is
they were
really
so
fantastic
thankful.
story.
They were so thankful. Now Uncle Ji, like the who went through all this, he was like, "Beta, my son and my daughter-in-law are coming in January. So as soon as before they come, you have to do their insurance. Like uh, we have to work so hard to let our elders understand the importance of insurance,
So this
right?
family
And even
had a cardiac condition insurance.
No. This family had a visitor insurance. This Uncle Ji was visiting on super
Oh, he
visa.
was visiting. Okay.
Yes.
Was
And
it super visa or what? Just a visitor
it
visa?
was a super visa insurance. So,
Super visa
and it was
insurance.
like, yes. So he was just visiting for, he was blessed with a granddaughter. And first, Auntie Ji came, she went back, and then he was like, I'm gonna stay, I'm healthy, and I can run more, so I can work around, take care of the kids, and give
Yeah,
some,
of course.
helping
Yeah.
hand to my daughter. And that's like everything came to a halt when this happened.
It does.
And
It
they
is
were
what
like,
happens.
yeah. And he was a bit worried, like what's gonna happen. And the son-in-law was like, don't worry, Daddy Ji, we have insurance because you came on super visa, and we cannot have you here without insurance.
Nobody should
So
come
he
to
was so
Canada
relaxed.
without a valid insurance. And Sarvjit can do your insurance sitting here. So
Yes,
you
we do.
basically help the family, which is 3 hours behind our time.
Yes. And it's not like I basically helped the family. The family took the help when it was needed, when it was given to them before it was needed. So, insurance, the problem here, people want it when they need it.
Yes.
The thing with the insurance is you get it when you don't need it.
Yeah.
You are healthy, you are 20 years old, get insurance today.
That's very kind of philosophical to me.
Yeah, it's get insurance today. Once you're healthy, like I also receive calls, Sarab, oh, I met with a small accident and I have fractured my ankle, and the doctor said I will not be able to go to work for 6 months. Can you do my disability?
Okay.
I was like, and when did you meet with the accident? Last week I had to go to the hospital, and this I said, that's amazing. If you had made this call 10 days ago and you broke your ankle 6 days ago, then I have 4 days to cover you.
Yeah.
So don't call me or any of your insurance agents, or if they are your friends and family, asking them to do something for you which they will not be able to do.
Absolutely. Well, good thing. Though the
So
family was
call
just
them,
lucky that they
call
got
them.
you. Well, fantastic. Good job.
Family.
Good job, Sarab. I'm so proud of you. What else
Thank
do
you,
you want to
Paul.
share with our viewers?
Just that please pick up the phone, call your insurance advisor. If you don't have one, then talk to me. Pick up the phone. My number is 416-879-3039. You don't have to start with the $2,000 premium. You can start with as low as $25 a month premium.
That's right.
Something is better than nothing. Like as we say, as a realtor, if you want to buy a house and you don't have 200,000 or 300,000 for down payment,
Yeah.
then do you have like $2,000 to rent a house? So then please go rent a house. Don't stay on the road. So that's what I will tell you as an insurance broker. If you do not have
Yeah.
$1,000 to put into insurance, do you have $100? Do you have $30? So start with $30.
Whatever you
Something
can
with,
cover your income for, whatever, maybe 50,000
yeah,
coverage,
whatever,
$25,000 coverage, any coverage that
whatever.
could be a big respite to people, right?
Yes, anything, anything. So
Yeah,
if you have $30 and you say, Sarab, I have only $30 to spare, what can you do for me? I
that's
will
right.
show you what we can do in terms of insurance, and then we go from there. Next year, you have another $30. Now your budget is 60.
Yeah,
Now we up the game. So in 4 years, maybe your budget is $300, and now we are playing the game. But unless and until you don't wait, I will get insurance when I have $500 to spare. No. Don't try to be expert to enter the game.
yeah.
Just
Last time
enter the
when like we
field.
have to cancel the broadcast, you had tons of material to share. I remember you shared those notes with me that you want to talk about that. Do you remember any of that, or you just forgot?
No, I remember that we were talking about the separate concept of insurance that is being introduced. Like if anybody is suffering from cancer, how we can give them cardiac care, and like 1 in 12
Yeah.
Canadians, 1 in 12 Canadians will be diagnosed with a heart condition.
Wow.
1 in 8, sorry, 4 in 10 will be diagnosed with cancer
That is
in
40%.
their lifetime. That's 40%. That's scary. That's damn scary.
I guess I am the fifth one, so I'm okay.
No, don't think that. I wish you that. Right? We all pray that I am the fifth one, right?
Yeah.
That I am the one who's not. But that's amazing. So, what will happen if you are not the one? You never got diagnosed with any critical illness,
Yeah.
but you have been paying into your critical illness for 20 years.
Mhm.
So we do give critical illness with money back. So if you are never diagnosed with any critical illness, at end of the term you get all your money back. How beautiful is that?
Yeah, well, that's
So
great.
it's a
You had
win-win
some.
game,
I agree. Yep.
right? It's a win-win game. Like if God forbid if you are the unfortunate one, then you get the claim benefit. And by God's grace, if you are the fortunate one and never has any critical illness, you get your funds back.
Yeah.
Who
So let me
gives
ask you
you
this
this
thing.
deal?
When people come to you for insurance advice, what is the major concern or question they usually have? What are they looking at? First thing.
Budget and money back.
Budget. So money back and I understand budget. So money back is a priority for them.
They want money back, and I tell them, okay, your budget is $100. You are 40 years old,
Yeah.
perfectly healthy and everything, and you want money back plan. Okay, I will give you money back life insurance. You are looking at only about 80,000 of coverage. God forbid something happened to you last week and you were not there today.
Yeah.
What will $80,000 bring to your family?
That's right.
By God's grace, you are sitting here healthy and hearty with your family. But what if that was not the case?
Yes. Well, this
Then
is if
I will tell you
when
this
it
100.
what next? If when it happens, what next? And at that point, if people haven't taken a decision before, then it is too late for them. Like this family had issues despite having a super visa insurance. Guess what? If you didn't have any, and if you didn't have $80,000 to pay to the hospital, that means no treatment.
No, even if they would treat, then they will send an invoice, and that invoice, when a person comes in on super visa, so they get an authorization signed from the person or on a visitor visa that if the insurance doesn't pay then I will pay. So the person who
guarantor.
is inviting them, right? Guarantor.
Yeah.
So the guarantor, let's say guarantor has a house, then on whose house that is going to stand against?
Oh, wow.
Whose credit that is going to stand against?
Awesome. That's something I never heard of, actually. This is crazy.
There's a guarantor that they get this signed. So when the guarantor is signing that I will pay the expense of this 80,000, whatever comes,
Yeah.
then you are putting everything at stake because you did not put $2,000 out and take the insurance.
Wow. No
So
words
it's very
for this,
scary,
and
Paulji. It's
I really
very
hope
scary.
that everyone is protected well. They
Yes.
stay healthy, they stay happy, they enjoy festivities with their friends and families, and nothing of this sort ever happens to you. But what if it does?
What if?
That's
What
the
if?
big
So
question.
everything that's a huge question, Paulji. The worst thing is like we all know our dates of death, dates of
Yeah,
birth. We
this
all
is
know
the
our dates of birth,
$1,000,000 question.
right? Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. But we do not
Yeah.
know the date of our injury or illness or death. Those
Yeah.
dates are so unknown and so uncertain. And as we were talking, they will come when you are least prepared for it.
Yeah,
Like I know
this is
personally,
how God times everything, right? He says,
I
okay, he
know
has one trouble,
personally,
let's give him second one so he can handle both together.
yeah,
ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ
both. He
ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
will
ਆ ਕਿ
juggle.
ਰੱਬ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ
Like
ਦਿੰਦਾ ਜੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਯਕੀਨ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਲੇਗਾ
that,
ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ
that's
ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਮਝਾਉਂਦੇ ਉਸ ਮੌਕੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆ ਕੇ
that's a very good concept to go with, ਹੈ ਨਾ? ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਅੱਛੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡੀਲ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਹਿਊਮਨ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਦੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਪਾਵਰ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡੀਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖੋ, ਆਈ ਨੋ ਦਿਸ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਵੈਰੀ ਵੈਲ ਪਲੈਨਡ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ, ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਇੰਸ਼ੋਰੈਂਸਸ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ, ਆਪਣੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦੇ ਐਕਸਪੈਂਸ ਰੱਖੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ, ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਪਲੈਨਡ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ
ਜੀ।
ਸੋ they they had this adopted person and then ਉਹਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਿੰਗਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਸੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਖਰਚ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਕਮਾ ਲਾਂਗੇ 6 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਚ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਇਧਰੋਂ ਵਿਆਹ ਦਾ ਖਰਚਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਆਊਟ ਆਫ ਬਜਟ ਜ਼ਬਰਦਸਤੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਪਾਇਆ, ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਵਿਆਹ ਦਾ ਖਰਚਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਉਧਰੋਂ ਹਲੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਕਰਕੇ 15-20 ਦਿਨ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏ ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਮੇਜਰ ਐਕਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਉਧਰੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੇਵਿੰਗਸ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਗਈਆਂ
ਜੀ।
ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਦਾ ਮੇਜਰ ਐਕਸੀਡੈਂਟ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, ਹਸਬੈਂਡ ਇਜ਼ ਇਨ ਆਈਸੀਯੂ ਇਨ ਹਸਪੀਟਲ, ਵਾਈਫ ਹੁਣ ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੀ, ਬੱਚੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਆ।
ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਸਿਚੁਏਸ਼ਨ ਜੋ ਆਪ ਲੰਘੇ ਹੋ, and
so
if you didn't have those protections and then where would you be?
ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਦੱਸ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, ਬੱਚੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਆ, ਤੁਸੀਂ
ਰੀਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਹ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਜੀ।
so it's very important, very
important that you believe in the product. So we are going to take a quick break here right now, and we want to come back with some information on inflation. Sarabjit ji, would you like to add anything before we leave for the break?
Once again, I request everyone, please pick up the phone, talk to your insurance advisor. If you don't have any, talk to us. We are licensed in Ontario and in BC. Somehow in Saskatchewan, our license is on hold. Something is happening there. We don't know what. So we are in the process of getting our license in Alberta as well.
Wow,
but
awesome.
For the time being, we are hiring. We are looking for people, fresh blood who want to come. We are looking for high net worth or the clients who are making good money and they want to fund their buy-sell agreement. So we would be working with your accountant and with your lawyer to give you an insurance that will need to be funded, that needs so that your buy-sell agreement can be funded. Buy-sell agreements have to be funded and we are providing that funding right now
ਰੁਕ ਜਾਓ
through
ਜਰਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ
insurance.
ਜਾਓ ਨਾ ਕਿਧਰੇ, ਇੱਕ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਣੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਐਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਵਿਲ ਬੈਕ ਇਨ ਅ ਫਿਊ ਸੈਕਿੰਡਸ। Are you thinking of selling your home? You are covered. From my experience of 14 plus years in the real estate industry, this is what I have come to know. There are three major concerns that any home seller would want their realtor to answer. Number one, how much is their home worth? Number two, how long will it take to sell their house? And number three, what will the agent do to make it sell? I have answers to all these questions. To schedule your one-on-one appointment, call me at 647-424-0358. Once again, Paul Chima, broker with Remax Prime Properties. My phone number to call is 647-424-0358. Call me now and get moving.
From a vast experience in immigration industry, this is what I've figured out. Clients want to know if their application is submitted in a timely fashion, what a representative can do to serve best interest of their client. Clients are informed on a regular basis about the progress of their application. We deliver what we promise. My phone number is 647-465-8894 or reach me out at 639-998-1992.
Are you thinking of a career change or adding another one to your portfolio? Well, you are thinking right. Call Sarabjit Luddar at 416-879-3039 from Beyond Care Insurance Solutions. She also deals in life, long-term travel, critical illness, disability insurance. Give her a call today at 416-879-3039. This is what we can tell you. She will always give you the right advice and help you find out if being an insurance advisor is your piece of cake. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416-213-8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws, notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. ਅਵੰਚਿਆ ਬੜਾ ਖੁਸ਼ ਤੁਰਿਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਿ ਲਾਟਰੀ ਲੂਟਰੀ ਲੱਗ ਗਈ ਤੇਰੀ। ਕਾਸ਼ ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਲਾਟਰੀ ਲੱਗਦੀ। ਵੈਸੇ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਲਾਟਰੀ ਵਰਗੀ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਫ ਦਾ ਬੀਮਾ ਕਰਵਾ ਕੇ ਆਇਆ ਤੇ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਗਰੋਂ ਕੋਈ $1 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਊਗਾ। ਉਹ ਅੱਛਾ, ਇਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ? ਉਹ ਜੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਮਲਜੀਤ ਬੋਲਾ ਨੂੰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਫੋਨ ਨੰਬਰ 647-772-1481। ਹੁਣੇ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਲੈ ਫੋਨ, ਬੈਠੇ ਨੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਛੱਡ ਦੇਈਂ। ਉਹ ਬੱਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ। PC24 ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ 5 ਚੈਨਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਬੜੇ ਸ਼ੌਕ ਨਾਲ ਦੇਖੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਿਜ਼ਨਸ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰਮੋਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ 647-333-2273 ਤੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰੋ। ਕੁਝ ਸਮੇਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਹ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਮੁਫਤ ਦਿੱਤੀਆਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ। 647-333-2273। Welcome back to the next segment of PC24 RE TV. You just heard some very important topic from Sarabjit Luddar about insurance and how she helped a family all the way in BC. She insisted on getting, her treated without paying any advance money because they had supervision insurance, and Mr. Deepak Anand also helped in the whole process. Well, congratulations to these two amazing people that I know of. I'm proud of them. So inflation has gone up by a few percent, I think 0.7% from July. July was 3.3, now it is 4.0% growth from the last year. So what next? Is Bank of Canada going to increase the mortgage policy rate? What do you think? What will happen? Well, your views are invited. So let me know what do you think Bank of Canada is going to do. You can send us a message on TikTok. You can send us a message through any platform on where you are watching this program. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook groups, Facebook timeline, and TikTok. Any comment anywhere, you're more than welcome to interact. And I will bring Sarvjit back because I won't let her go that easily. She can't leave unless Paul Chima wishes so. So,
Oh,
did she just leave? Come
I
on.
just went.
You just left my broadcast? No, you are still here.
Disappear.
What happened? Where did you suddenly vanish from my screen?
Oh, I just made myself. I did some magic, witchcraft magic, and I just disappeared.
Witchcraft magic. Oh, wow. But your witchcraft magic threw me off. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying to
like.
get you back, and I cannot get you on my hi-fi screen anymore. You are lost there.
I am on screen. That's okay. I'm on the screen. I can see
You're on
myself.
screen.
Yes.
Alrighty,
I
so Bank of Canada, what do you think, Sarab? Is Bank of Canada going to increase the rates again, considering that the mortgage interest rate, the inflation has gone up 3 point, from 3.3% to 4%.
4%. Paul G, my like irrespective where the inflation would have gone, whatever I think I was studying according to my whatever cent worth knowledge I have in regards to these matters is like I'm pretty sure that Bank of Canada will increase the interest rates in October. So this September the hold was maybe just to see where the market goes. Maybe
Yeah,
it was another
probably.
because many a closings do happen in the month of September because of the children's school and everything moving back and forth. And many people might be in the process of refinancing their mortgages.
Yeah,
So maybe that was one reason that we don't know. This is just like ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਕਿਆਸ ਲਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. These are all the guesses, right?
these are all the
That
guesses.
these are all the, I would say, educated or informed guesses that we are making here, assumptions that we are making that maybe it was because of that reason that they have not did the interest rate hike. But in October, nothing is stopping them.
Yeah.
Nothing is stopping them in October. And why we see the inflation was went up by 0.7%. Because let's see what happened in August and this 10 days of September. Back to school shopping happened.
Yeah.
So back to school shopping and that.
Sorry, Sarab.
No, I love that logo of yours when the fire comes and everything.
So that
It's
was
like
just
class.
kind of auto programming that kicked
It
in.
reminds me of a movie. I don't know if you have watched Big Six. So
Oh, I
it
don't
goes
know
like
about that.
that. So that's like I do that with my son all the time.
Okay.
So, so that's what, like back to school happened. Back to school shopping, back to school expenses, and these are the unnecessary expenses that I'm not here condemning any parents or anybody.
Yeah.
But that's my very my personal opinion, right? Unnecessary expenses happen like buying a new school bag or a new lunch bag. I understand your child is growing, so you need to buy new clothes or
We're
shoes
talking
or
two things. We're talking consumer spending habits right now.
yes,
So
yeah. So
what actually drove the inflation, Sarabjit, was
is
the gasoline prices. This is
I was going to
always
come to
a
that.
commodity that
Yes,
is uncontrollable. You can't
gas.
believe
That's
how
I was
much
coming.
money I paid for gas. I think 163 was there too.
I
163,
paid
we keep getting
184
gas
other day.
because we can write it off. But consider
Yeah.
the employees who do not have the luxury of writing them off,
I understand that. So
right?
when people are spending money on these things, we do not think of inflation, right?
Nobody thinks
Uh,
of inflation at that time. People pay through
I
their
was,
nose because kids need a bag, they have to go out and they will have to pay whatever inflated price is there. And the people
trust
wanted to
me,
go out for vacation, they're back,
it
but the
was
gasoline is
annoying.
still being consumed, and gasoline is the major culprit other
It
than the
is.
mortgage rates that are adding to the inflation. The mortgage rates are
And that's
equally, culprit in increasing
responsible.
इन्फ्लेशन
Yeah,
कहते
they
हैं
are.
जी कत्ल करते हैं हाथ में तलवार भी नहीं पता नहीं ਇੱਥੇ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਮੇਰਾ ਇਹ ਤੁੱਕਾ ਤੁੱਕਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲਾਇਆ ਮੈਂ ਔਰ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੈਂਕ ਆਫ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਇਨਕਰੀਜ਼ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਰੇਟ ਦੈਟ ਐਡਸ ਔਨ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਇਨਫਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੈਸੋਲੀਨ ਨੂੰ ਕੱਢ ਵੀ ਦਈਏ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ
Mhm.
ਥੋੜੇ ਹਾਈ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਐਜ਼ ਇਨ ਟੁਡੇ. But most of the acceleration in the year-over-year price growth came from rising energy cost. Gasoline prices edged above last year levels for the first time. I don't know, I read this line every time, every statement has
ਤੁਸੀਂ
the same
ਗੈਸੋਲੀਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ
language.
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੈਸੋਲੀਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਪੌਲ ਜੀ what about the electric cars that are on the market right now electricity नहीं हाई जा रही
वो जाएगी हले नहीं जाएगी but that will go high. But electric cars are increasing the battery anxiety of people. That is increasing battery anxiety, and people thought charging would be free, but when they are at the gas station waiting for their turn for an hour 2 hour because the car in front still needs charging, and this drives them nuts, right? It is not that easy that you just drive to gas station A, just plug in, take a coffee, take a snack break, and then your car is ready to say, hey, come on guys, I'm okay, and up and running again. It doesn't work like that. The car needs a lot of time to charge itself, but then there are
yes
only how many, 3 or 4 terminals I have seen so far on gas stations.
yeah four
Not many
terminals
though, but maybe in the future we will see 50, 60,
more
80. But
terminals
where will they park those cars? Or then maybe we
I
will start
understand
seeing gas station on 5 acre land just like truck stops and rows of those charging docks where people are charging. I was in Las Vegas and they
Mhm.
had the charging docks opposite to each other, just like parking spots. I
yeah
guess at a time 12 or 16 cars could charge.
wow look
Yeah,
at
they had
the
a big
load
lot of
electricity load that
land, and they had
Mhm.
terminals on both the sides. I think 8 or 6 on each side, and they would charge. So I
so
got
this
an input from someone, Town Scare
Mhm.
Homes. Thank you very much for your input, sir. It says interest rates will stay down until after an election, allowing Trudeau to have a platform point. Well, that could work. But I was just wondering, the exact same thing was told to me by someone in an area in Brampton. I was walking around, and the guy said the same thing. He said it's political. I do not understand. If it is political, why don't they just stop it for some time, let people take a break, and then they can slowly increase it? They increase like crazy, like they're butchering people. This doesn't make any sense. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your
Paul
input.
ji
Really appreciate that.
Paul ji people like everybody every human has that impulse of to be
No, but
godified.
listen, service. I don't know if this position of a governor, is it a political position or it is based on some kind of merit?
No, it's a political position, governors, but that's what I was bringing when the whosoever commented that this is a political
It's
reason
someone by the
is
name
that
of Town
people
Square
have.
Homes, and I would love to know your name, sir, so I can basically, instead of
Thank you.
talking to you as Town Square Homes, that looks kind of odd to me. I can address you by
It's
your
just like
name. Thank you. Yeah,
people have that impulse to
this
godify
Mr. Phil
themselves. They
is on the
want
line with us
that
on
they
TikTok.
yeah. So
Thank you,
they
Phil.
have that impulse.
Yep.
They have that impulse that we should be godified, we should be glorified, people should worship us, right?
Yep.
And especially people who are in no offense to everybody, but people who are in political careers.
Yeah.
So
So
that's what they are looking at. So this is an act of like, oh, this was so high, and look, when we came in, could be possibly this could be the motive, that when we came in and look how we are bringing the inflation down, how we are bringing the interest rates down.
in line with what Phil just said on my broadcast here, I think he is very much right. This is what the Deputy Governor of Bank of Canada, her name is Sharon Koziski. I am sorry if I mispronounced it. They said, oh, ups and downs in inflations are not unusual. So that basically sets the tone that this is what
They might
is going
not.
to happen. They will not touch the policy rate this time, and it seems
But
pretty
Paulji,
straight. And she said it's
so yeah,
okay,
mhm.
and she
Yeah.
says
So I
ups and downs
also
of
read
this
that
size
when
we have seen in the past couple of months are not that unusual, and are one reason why we look at measures of core inflation. So they're deflecting the core, which excludes components with more volatile price movements to get a sense of what underlying inflation is. So basically, they can pick up any data that can sync with their statements, or it's in line with their statement.
So, Paulji, let's say right now they are talking about gasoline, that this rate of zero point 0.7 doesn't affect our decision on rising or not rising, or hiking or not hiking the interest
Mhm.
rates, right? So, what was affecting inflation back when they were hiking the interest rates? So this is what I was saying, like these not political, I would say these statements are very diplomatic. So they
Diplomatic,
do not
and
give
maybe
an
they have political tint to them as well. I would actually agree with Phil's thought process.
so
Look at what she
yes, of
says.
course.
She says the bank's latest rate hold in September. Bank is encouraged by recent data pointing to a slowdown in demand, and I do not see slowdown anywhere. You go to restaurant, it is packed to capacity. You go to malls, it is packed to capacity. You just walk down to any big mall like outlet malls or Trinity Commons, or you go to Shoppers World, or you go to Square One, they're all flooded
you
with people. Where is the
you
demand
go
is
to
cut, so they
premium
can say anything.
outlet and you will get 2 hours of wait line. And forget
Yes,
about premium outlets. There is a restaurant here open in Brampton or Mississauga or some Mississauga, I think, with the name of Maharaja Bhog.
yeah,
You wouldn't believe it's a lineup for maybe 2 hours of wait.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
true.
I'm saying. Mr. Phil is very true that this could be, because these statements are very diplomatic. They can be taken they can go right, or they can
Yeah.
just turn around and take a U-turn.
There's an
It's
Indian
just
restaurant
yeah.
in Trinity Commons. Long
Uh-huh.
lines of people waiting to get in. And I was there because we went down there to treat some friend, and it was very tied up, very busy. We had to wait for 25 minutes before we could go in.
Wow. That's what
And
I'm
that's how
saying.
it is. And
You go to Costco, there is like a 20 people in each line, all 12 lines are open.
yeah,
And you go to gas station, you are not the first car, you're always the fourth or fifth car. Or
people
if
kind of have
somebody goes,
desensitized themselves with the price increase now, right? They're trying because you need gas, you need to eat. What else are you going to do? But maybe we are missing on those tragedies where people are forced to go outside. When I walk around Malton, I see more and more like growing number of homeless people sitting by some fences and this and that. And I one day passed by, and one of them, or maybe two of them, were dead drunk. I could smell the alcohol from a far distance.
oh my
I'm not
God,
judging them. Maybe those guys are under too much stress. We're lucky to be still in our, homes and having ability to afford what we are affording. But not everyone is
people
that
have
lucky.
committed, people have committed suicide. Like we
That it
can't
has
even talk
affected
about
mental health of
getting drunk.
people, right?
Yes, mental health
So,
has
and
been
this is
affected.
what she says. She pointed to the deputy governor pointed to a sharp slowdown in economic growth as the result of a slowdown in consumer spending, household credit growth, and a decline in housing activity. And they still keep saying people have saved a lot of money. I don't know where they get the data from, but if people don't go to the office because office they are not returning to in-person work now. Most of people are working from home. They are working way more than they should be working. An average person works maybe more than 10 hours at home because there's no limit these
On,
days, and employers keep asking for more and more favor. All it needs is send an
yeah,
email, and then people think, okay, let me respond to it. Nobody says no to
let
it.
me respond.
Otherwise, it
Nobody
was
says
go to
no.
office, come back, and that
Yeah,
was easy. Like then, office stuff is out of your mind, and now you are here. I totally
yeah.
agree because they,
Maybe
yeah,
maybe they are referring to savings in terms of like I had four offices, right?
it is perceived saving,
Pre-COVID.
Sarabji, that you
Yeah.
are not driving,
Pre-COVID,
you are not using
yeah,
gas, this and that, all that BS. But it's
yeah.
just
So,
like when you buy house, you save equity, but it's in the house. When you take that out, you're paying interest on top of that. This is
pre-COVID, I had four offices, three my insurance offices that I was paying rent for, and
yeah.
fourth my real estate office, right? So I
Yeah,
was
but I
paying
will tell
interest.
you
I was
this. I
paying
have
more
only
than,
3 minutes left to wrap up this program. Then I'm getting into
yes,
my Toastmaster meeting. I'm presenting a speech I haven't practiced yet.
that's okay. Take me
And
on.
I invite you to be
And
part of it.
send me
So
the
we are
link. I'll
going,
be there.
and thank you very much, Phil, for interacting with us. I really
Thank you.
appreciate that's what this is the kind of involvement I've been looking for my broadcast, and I'm very grateful that you came in. He gives you 1000% correctness score, Sarabjit, for saying that the statements are diplomatic. So you got more score
Thank
than me, actually. Great.
you. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that. And just like we were talking about this savings that they are talking about. So yes, they might think I'm not paying $2,000 in rent and hence I'm saving. I'm not
Yeah,
driving to my offices and hence I'm saving. But that has also reduced productivity.
it has.
And not only personal productivity, because I would just get up my briefcase and get ready, hit office by 9:30, and I will be getting out of office by 3:30. So I'm there from 9:30 to 3:30. All those hours were dedicated
Yeah.
to
So
work. Those hours are
we
not
need to
dedicated
continue
because
this
now I'm,
chat tomorrow. Come
yeah.
back tomorrow, Sarab. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be
Yeah,
there.
let's continue this chat. And once again, I'm grateful to Phil for interacting with us, giving us an opportunity to, delve more on this topic. So I'm going to say bye to everyone now. And at the same time, before I leave, like my every broadcast, our deepest condolences to the families of those who lost a loved one today. We shall pray to God Almighty for peace to the departed soul, and also we shall pray that God grants you enough courage to get over this biggest vacuum in your life. So you go back to your journey. This is all that we have to do. We do not have an option when He calls. We just have to say, we have to go. There's no break, and anyone can leave at any time. This is how we are. This is how the cycle of life is set up. Thank you very much, Phil. Thank you very much, Sarab. And I will see you tomorrow at the same
Paul.
time, 6:30 p.m. God bless you
Sure.
all.